My name is Bill Lapp, and I'm the head of Sales Engineering and Solution Architecture for the Americas at Zscaler. When we're out in the marketplace today, many of the customers we talk to have very similar environments and very similar challenges. Today, most companies have a large central HQ with a stack of security appliances that protect their users going to or from the internet. They also usually have a wide area network connected to remote offices, as well as mobile users connecting in over VPN, but usually also connecting out to the cloud directly as well. The challenges today, though, that we're finding are the users are moving outside of the corporate network. More and more often, you're seeing BYOD, work from home, mobility, and road warriors. What you're also finding are the applications that used to live in that environment are slowly moving up into the cloud, like Salesforce.com, Office 365, and then also the applications that would usually live in the data center are moving to things like AWS and Azure. So the major initiatives that technology executives are undertaking today are cloud migration, which really is another word for moving applications and doing application transformation. Next, how do I change my network so that I can adapt to those mobile users and the application movement? How do I then secure those users? So up-leveling my security to an environment where I don't control the castle or the moat anymore. Finally, that transition of Office 365 and all of my users now being constantly connected to the internet for productivity. So the challenges that they're expressing to us are, I have a castle and moat architecture, but my employees and my apps are no longer in my castle and moat. I have a complex network that's grown over time because of acquisitions, etc. Shadow IT, not that it's a bad thing, but just that I can't control the risk element of that. My users are now outside my network with IoT, other devices, BYOD. I'm also trying to do this cloud migration, but I have to do it manually, and all of my applications are so intertwined, it's challenging. Finally, how do I do authentication identity? Because today, I just let anyone on my network. I might have that for my apps, but not my entire network. So that's where Zscaler comes in. Zscaler said, we can protect and solve a lot of those challenges, not by just creating another appliance, but instead putting in a service at the only point all traffic will go through, and that's the internet. Zscaler becomes your default gateway to the internet. All traffic, whether they're a remote user, a remote office, or your HQ, all goes to a single place, the Zscaler cloud. Inside of that Zscaler cloud, we provide all the capabilities of a traditional network stack. You go through Zscaler in a single, scalable environment where we can apply all that security and policy. And after you leave Zscaler, you're able to access the full internet or cloud services of your choice. We also go a little bit further than that. We provide something called private access. So if Zscaler can help me access my external apps, how about my internal apps too? So when that user types hr.acme.com, how can I actually access it without having to VPN in? They ask for it, you're already going to Zscaler for all of your traffic. We see that address, realize that it is an internal application that has connected to us through something called the Zscaler connector, and we connect that user to that application in a very seamless manner. In some ways, making every application in your environment feel like a cloud app. The benefits of this that our customers are seeing is first, I can up-level my security. I throw a blanket over my entire environment and I know I'm more secure because I'm now covering all those remote users and all of my offices I might not have been able to support before. Next, I can start to simplify my environment. And I do that by starting to remove these appliances as I continue to adopt Zscaler and those depreciate out. Next, I can start to transform my network. If I don't have to go through all these appliances anymore, then I don't need all that traffic traveling over my private network. I can start to reduce the spend on my WAN by 30 to 50%. Usually, for most enterprises, that's in the millions of dollars a year. This product set is called Zscaler Internet Access. The other product we have is Zscaler Private Access. That solution is the one that makes it so you don't need users on your network. They never get an IP and can never start to go across with attacks. We also do authentication before access, so people can't be on your environment until you know who they are. Application discovery. Shadow IT, I now have visibility into all usage of my applications in my environment. I've also drastically simplified my move to the cloud because I can also use that connector technology and start to move applications, and it's invisible to my users.